Good afternoon and welcome to the Tennessee Virtual College Fair. Today's fair will be in a 6x6 format, which means that each of our 6 colleges will have 6 minutes to present. If you have questions for any of our presenters at any time, you may use the Q&A button at the bottom of the screen to ask those questions, and the representative will get back to you. As this is a webinar, your camera and your microphone are turned off, so our presenters cannot see you, nor can they hear you. Since this is our last day of sessions, you can't sign up for any more, but you can certainly go back and view the ones that you may have missed on the TACRO website. Those recordings should be available within the next day or so. So do check those out and learn a little bit more about the colleges and universities that might be right for you. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce our first presenter from Carson-Newman University.
Hi, everyone. Hope that you all are doing well today. My name is Kayla Moffitt, and I am an Assistant Director of Freshman Admissions here at Carson-Newman University. If you are unfamiliar with where Carson-Newman University is located at, we are in Jefferson City, Tennessee. So that's about 30 minutes east of Knoxville, or if you've ever been to like Sevierville or Pigeon Forge, we're about 45 minutes north from Sevierville. At Carson-Newman University, we are a 4-year private Christian university, and our mission as Christian educators is to help our students reach their full potential as educated citizens and worldwide servant leaders. At Carson-Newman, we have over 50 programs of study. Our most popular programs currently range from nursing to education to business, and also religion and psychology are some of our more popular programs. At Carson-Newman, our nursing program does not have a wait list, which is very exciting. And to be admitted, students have to maintain at least a 2.5 GPA in their core sciences and a 2.75 GPA in their overall general education courses. If they meet those 2 requirements, then they're automatically admitted into our School of Nursing. Another fun fact about our nursing program, over the past 5 years, we have had a 99% pass rate on the NCLEX exam on the first attempt. 3 out of those 5 years, we were at 100%. So that's pretty much as good as it gets. So definitely we have a stress-free process for being admitted into the School of Nursing. And we do have a lot of really wonderful faculty members that will walk with you along the way. All of our professors and staff members are Christians. So that means that they are going to be there with you every step of the way to help answer any questions that you have and just to kind of give you encouragement along the way. If you're not interested in any of those top programs we offer as far as popularity goes, we do have a list of other programs that you can see on the link. So if you want to take a picture of this page, you can go back to that at a later time to see the other programs that we offer. This year at Carson-Newman, our application is going to be test optional. What test optional means is that we can admit you based solely on your high school GPA, and you do not need to submit ACT scores to be admitted. So we're looking for at least a 2.75 GPA or higher to be admitted as a regular student. If you have below a 2.75 GPA, then you can submit ACT scores to be reviewed for admission. We would also encourage you as well too, if you have taken the ACT, go ahead and send those to us because it can help increase your academic merit scholarship at Carson-Newman, and every single accepted student gets an academic scholarship. Those can range anywhere from $6,000 and they can go all the way up to $14,000 if you do submit those additional ACT scores. The last ACT that we will accept to be able to increase your scholarships at Carson-Newman is going to be our December exam. So go ahead and get registered for that. The deadline to register for the December ACT is November the 20th. So if you go ahead and get registered, be sure to list Carson-Newman as one of the recipients of those scores. We will honor those when those scores arrive in January. If you have not already done so already, I would highly encourage you to go ahead and file the FAFSA. I always tell my students that I work with, file before the end of October because there are a lot of first come, first served scholarships and grants in the state of Tennessee. So this is Carson-Newman's FAFSA code if you want to take a picture of it, but do go ahead and list all of the schools that you are interested in on your FAFSA. And again, try to get that done by the end of October so you don't miss out on any of those limited grants that they offer in the state. We do accept all state and federal aid, so you can see a full list on the screen. Federal Pell Grant, SEOG grant, are the federal sub and unsub loans, Tennessee Hope, Tennessee Promise, and Tennessee TSAA. We do accept the Tennessee Promise. However, it does work a little bit different at Carson-Newman. It won't provide for the full cost of tuition, but it can help give you some supplemental scholarships. So if you're interested in learning kind of how that would work at Carson-Newman, at the end of this presentation, I'm going to have a little slide with contact information. You're more than welcome to send us an email and we can let you know specifically how the Tennessee Promise does work at Carson-Newman. So again, our freshman scholarships range from $6,000 to $10,000 if you only submit your high school transcript. But if you do submit ACT scores, they can go up to $14,000. And we do need those ACT and SAT scores by January the 31st. We do have a lot of other additional programs at Carson-Newman. If anyone is watching and if you are interested in an athletic sport or if you're interested in band, we have a fishing team at Carson-Newman. We're actually ranked 7th in the nation. We're so excited about that. So if you're interested in fishing in college, if you want to comment, then what I can do is follow up with you here in a few minutes with some contact information for those programs. With athletics, we're NCAA Division II. So we have over 18 athletic programs at Carson-Newman. We do give scholarships for cheer, for band, for color guard, for chorus, and we also offer some art scholarships as well. One of the most amazing things that I think for this year, we are continuing our free tuition program. You may qualify for free tuition if you have a 0 EFC on your FAFSA, if you file before the TSAA deadline, and if you receive the full TSAA grant, if you remain HOPE eligible through graduation, and again, if you file the FAFSA early, you will qualify for free tuition at Carson-Newman. That is something that's really exciting. And also, I'm going to go ahead and give you my contact information here. We would love for you to come and visit with us sometime soon. Thank you so much for your time. Hope you all have a great day.
Thank you so much, Kayla. Next, I'd like to introduce the representative from Martin Methodist College.
Hey everybody, my name is Tyler Cox. I'm our Vice President for Enrollment here at Martin Methodist College. As you see on the screen, some of the shots of our beautiful campus. We are located about 60 minutes south of Nashville, about 15 minutes north of the Alabama line. We're in rural Middle Tennessee. The college has been here for over 150 years. This is our sesquicentennial year. We house about 700 full-time day students here on campus with around 400 full-time residential students in a given year. The 150 years is something that we've had a commitment to over the mission of the institution, which is based on small class sizes, the one-on-one personal attention with your professors, and a lot of the amenities here on a small campus that you would see at a lot of your larger universities. We have an indoor pool, we have a movie theater on campus, Starbucks, a lot of the opportunities that what us as a small campus are certainly committed to providing you a great experience here on a small campus. Some exciting opportunities here for the Martin Methodist future is the opportunity for us to join the University of Tennessee system. Martin Methodist is poised to become the 4th university in the state of Tennessee system. If you want to visit mmc2ut.com, you can actually find out more exciting information about that. You'll be able to see the interview with Dr. LaBranch, our president here at Martin Methodist, as well as Randy Boyd, president, University of Tennessee. But the opportunity for us to join this system will create a pathway for us to become a state institution in which our cost of attendance would be one of a state system, and the private format that we're currently under would be no more. So this is an exciting opportunity. You can learn more about the time frame that this will happen on the mmc2ut.com. But most importantly, we will go ahead and be able to get you through the process and things like that with admissions currently under the Martin Methodist format. Some of the degree programs that we already offer under the Martin Methodist format are nursing, business, criminal justice, and education. A lot of those also have master's programs. The programs that you see on the screen are our largest majors here on campus. Our nursing program, we've had the last 3 years in a row, 100% pass rate of our nursing NCLEX. We've also been able to admit every current student that is enrolled here into our nursing program without having to wait list any of our current students. And an exciting new program we just offered this August was our Master's in Criminal Justice, which has a couple routes which you can look into: the management side, as well as just the Homeland Security side of the Criminal Justice Master. So our programs of study will grow under the University of Tennessee format, but we're proud to offer the 38 different programs that we already have, and we'll look to expound on those as we move forward with our future within the potential Tennessee format. The process to apply here at Martin Methodist is very simple. As you see on the screen, you can apply for admission online at martinmethodist.edu. Our application is free. It's mobile friendly. We are test optional as well for this fall 2021 cycle. We do encourage students to send us test scores if available, but based on ACT, we are able to admit you with high school transcript if you're not able to achieve that ACT score. So we do encourage students that are interested in pursuing acceptance here at Martin Methodist to apply online. Your guidance counselor will be in touch with you about the next steps if you are hopeful to be test optional. Your dual enrollment transcripts, AP credits, and things like that are important opportunities that we want to make sure that we're able to give you credit for. So your transcripts for dual enrollment and your test scores for AP, those are things that we want to be able to discuss with you in greater detail and let you know how those things will help you in your education here at Martin Methodist. Your FAFSA is able to be sent here to Martin Methodist as of October the 1st. Your FAFSA is also your application for scholarship aid. So once we receive your FAFSA, we're able to get you some information back about what you qualify for: federal aid, need-based aid. And then along with that, we are able to add our merit-based awards and things that the state of Tennessee also awards to students based on academics. So your opportunities to go ahead and move through the process are very simple. And as you see on the screen, you can print that off, and we'll be happy to send one of these copies to you as well. The opportunity to visit campus can be done in a couple different ways. You can visit campus virtually through our virtual campus tour, and then we can set up a time to meet through a virtual platform. We also are open for campus visits, so we do encourage you and your family, if you're interested, to come by, visit campus, meet with a faculty member, meet with a coach, and explore what the opportunities are here at Martin Methodist College. Athletics is a big opportunity for a lot of our students here on campus. We are a member of the NAIA. We are a Division I NAIA program. We do offer 19 different intercollegiate sports here at the college. So we have a lot of your traditional sports. You have, men's, women's basketball, baseball, softball, and a lot of the non-traditional sports, swimming, tennis, golf. Our Clay Target program has a member of the program actually going to the Olympics next year in 2021. So we're excited at the level that our Clay Target program is competing at. Our head coach of our Clay Target program is actually the Team USA Coach of the Year for this shooting cycle. So we're excited at the opportunities for you to explore, intercollegiate athletics here at Martin. If you're not interested in intercollegiate athletics but are passionate about sports, you can certainly join our intramural program. We do have a lot of intramurals on campus here at Martin Methodist for you to be a part of. As you'll see on our screen here, you can screenshot all of our contact information. Our contact info is easy to find on the website as well. But if you want to screenshot that, please feel free to reach out to us. Once you complete your application for free online, we'll reach out to you, and we look forward to seeing you on campus soon.
Thank you so much, Tyler. Our next presenter is from Lee University.
Hi guys, my name is Ashley Wilson and I am an admissions counselor here at Lee University. If you're unfamiliar with Lee, we are located in Cleveland, Tennessee. We're a private Christian liberal arts university, but Cleveland is about 30 minutes north of Chattanooga, so in East Tennessee. We have about 120 acres of campus, and our total enrollment is about 5,204 to be exact, but a little over 3,500 undergrad on-campus students. We were founded in 1918, so over 100 years old. We have 42 states represented and 50 countries. So we have a well-diverse group of students here at Lee. Some things about life at Lee is that we have chapel services held twice weekly. Students are required to go to 70% of those. We have over 100 clubs, and they're student-led and organizations. So they range in anywhere from social clubs to leadership to working with the community. So there's all aspects of campus life represented with those clubs. We have what we call Global Perspectives, which is all students must complete a cross-cultural experience or study abroad trip. For me, I was able to go to South Africa and Italy, so some students get to go to 2 different trips or more. You can go with your departments or your ensembles or your sports teams, whatever the case may be. We also have what we call our service learning. So all students are required to complete 80 service hours. A lot of our classes though and global perspective trips have those service hours embedded in those. So it's an easy way to get that credit before you are a senior at Lee, but it's just another way to get involved with the community and meet new people here at Lee. We're NCAA Division II in athletics and members of the Gulf South Conference. So we have a variety of sports, and then we also, of course, have intramurals that we offer here at Lee University. So our academics, we have 52 majors and over 150 programs of study. Our largest academic departments are business, communication, arts, behavioral and social sciences, nursing, and early childhood and elementary education. We have made a few additions to our majors recently. So fall 2020, we added criminal justice along with a few others, and we have changed our business program as it's our largest academic department. So we would love for you guys to come on campus so that we can introduce you to the academic departments and get you connected with our professors to see what we could do for you. That's one of my favorite things about Lee is the professors here. They all are required to be a doctoral level, and then they also as well have to claim Christ as King. Our student professor ratio is 15-1, so that's another cool aspect about Lee. If you're interested in applying, we work on rolling admissions, meaning there's no application deadline. You can use the discount code FUTUREFLAME to waive your application fee. Once your application has been submitted, we will need your official ACT or SAT test scores and then your high school transcripts. We have 2 types of housing. So there are 2, the community style and suite style for underclassmen. We have apartments and townhomes for upperclassmen as well. And then the same portal that you will apply to at applytolee.com is where you will also complete your housing application. You can begin that after you have submitted your application for fall 2021. There is a $200 housing deposit. However, it is completely refundable until you join us, hopefully for fall 2021. Our tuition, our estimated cost per year without room and board is $19,540, and then with the most expensive meal plan and the most expensive housing, it is $28,570. So hopefully it'll be in between there, since you are not allowed to live in the upperclassmen dorms your freshman and sophomore year. So we will be sending out financial aid packets in March, so you will have a good idea of the remaining balance after scholarships and such. But our scholarship structure, the FAFSA, so free application for federal aid, it's opened up this month. So submit your FAFSA to Lee, and we will send you a packet, like I said, in March. And so please get in touch with our office if you have any questions after that packet. We do offer institutional grants along with the federal grants as well. So your FAFSA information will tell us that information so we can get that to you. We have merit-based scholarships. We have the Dean Scholarship, which is $5,000 every year for 4 years. If you have a 24 to 27 on the ACT or 1160 to 1300 SAT. The presidential scholarship is a 28 or higher on the ACT or 1310 or higher on the SAT. So that's $7,500 per year every year. We have an additional scholarships as well, so I'd love to tell you about that. You can contact our office at admissions@leeuniversity.edu, and then our phone number is listed there as well. And we would love for you to visit our campus, and we can get you set up for that as well.
Thank you so much. Our next presenter is Belmont University.
Hi, everyone. My name is Mary Byers, and I'm one of the assistant directors of admission, and I'm excited to be able to share a little bit about our university with you tonight. Belmont is a private liberal arts university. We are right in the middle of Nashville. And today is particularly exciting for us because today, in just a few hours, we're going to be hosting the third and final presidential debate right from our campus. So there is a lot happening on that campus that you're looking at right now. But our total student body is right at about 8,200 students, which includes everyone. That includes our graduate students and our non-traditional students and everyone represented, with the undergraduate population right at about 6,600. And we think that that's a nice size because we're not itty bitty. I don't think our students ever hit that point where they start feeling frustrated and thinking like, oh my goodness, I know everyone on this campus. We're large enough where there's always going to be someone new to meet. But at the same time, we're still very blessed to be small enough so that the average class size is 19 students. And that means that professors know who you are and where you're from and if you're in class or not. About 90% of our classes will have fewer than 30 students, and about 50% of them will have fewer than 20. And we do not use teaching assistants or graduate assistants at all in the classroom. Currently, we have about 100 different undergraduate majors that we offer to our student body. So there are lots of different options in terms of your program of study. The largest major on our campus is music business. The second largest area of study is nursing. Commercial music is our third largest major. Business, education, biology, journalism, and audio engineering technology follow shortly after that. One of our newest majors is a 5-year BFA in architecture. And just a week ago, it was announced that in the fall of 2023, Belmont will be opening a medical school in conjunction with HCA Healthcare. So that's kind of the newest big announcement and something that we're very excited about. About 33% of our students come from the state of Tennessee, but the rest of our students come from every state and about 28 different countries. So it makes us a very residential and a very, very active campus. We definitely think that one of the best things about Belmont is our location and being right here in the middle of Nashville. We're very fortunately located between some fun parts of town that our students really enjoy. Hillsborough Village is just 2 blocks down the hill from us and is directly between our campus and Vanderbilt's. And then the other side of our campus abuts a neighborhood called 12th Avenue South, which is one of the most vital and popular parts of Nashville and something that our students spend a lot of their free time exploring. Because such a large percentage of our students do come from outside the state of Tennessee, as I mentioned earlier, it is a very, very active campus. We offer more than 160 different student organizations and clubs, and those range in anything from student honor societies to campus ministries organizations to Greek life to special interest clubs to diversity organizations. If you can think of a type of club or organization, it is pretty likely that we have something that matches that. But one of my favorite things about Belmont is that if we do have a student that is avidly interested in a subject area or an activity that we don't currently sponsor an organization for, if you can just round up 11 other students with that same interest and present it to our student affairs office and get their magic stamp of approval, then you have just formed your own new organization. And we think that that is really important. Belmont is also a Division I school with 17 different athletic teams represented, and sports are a big part of campus life as well. I want to touch a little bit on the application process. We make things fairly easy. We work on rolling admissions, which essentially means that once you submit your application and once we've received all of your supporting application materials, it just means that we're then able to go ahead and put your file before our admissions committee, have it reviewed at that time, and inform you of an admissions decision. You're more than welcome to apply using the online version of Belmont's application, and we happily accept the common application. We really don't have a preference at all. It's just whichever method you would rather work with. But in addition to the application, we will need an official copy of your high school transcript. There is a guidance counselor recommendation that you'll be responsible for having submitted, and also official copies of your ACT or SAT scores. It is important to note that for the fall of 2021, Belmont will be test optional. From the time that we have all application materials on file, we're usually able to notify a student of an admissions decision within about 2 weeks. So our admissions committee does a nice job of reviewing files fairly quickly because they're understanding of the fact that there's someone on the other side of that address that would really, really like to know something. The best piece of news is that your application for admission will automatically serve as your application for all available academic and merit-based scholarships. The majority of those awards available will come from what you'll hear us talk about as our general scholarship pool. And the amounts within that pool can range anywhere from $3,000 up to $10,000. For a student to get their foot in the door for about the $3,000 level, what we would usually want to see would be both a GPA and a test score at or above the university average. The higher both of those two things are above the university average, that just puts you in an even better position to receive an even nicer sized award. For students that apply as test optional, different components of their application, mainly things like their core GPA, the strength of their curriculum, and demonstrated leadership would fill the role that would have traditionally been played by test scores. And about 2% of our entering freshmen will be selected for an award that is larger than $10,000. We award 5 presidential scholarships each year, which at Belmont is kind of the big banana. That's the full ride for all 4 years and includes tuition and room and board and basic fees. We also award 225 $15,000 faculty scholar awards. For those 2 level of awards, there is a December 1st priority deadline, and those are determined in mid-February. We have resumed in-person campus visits, and we would love to see you in Nashville as soon as your family is comfortable traveling. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight.
Thank you. Next, we have Tennessee Tech.
All right, good evening. My name is Frank Tittle. I'm one of the admissions counselors here at Tennessee Tech University. I'm just going to talk to you guys about some of the opportunities we have here at Tennessee Tech. I am not only an admissions counselor here, but I'm a graduate of Tennessee Tech as well. I taught music for 13 years and then was an assistant principal and a principal for 7. So definitely Tennessee Tech was a great return on investment for me as far as my career goes. And I know there's opportunities here that could do the same thing for you as well. So just to get started right off the bat, I know one of the things that everybody, I know myself included, I have 2 college age students right now. And one of the things that my wife and I talked about was just affordability. Tennessee Tech is a super affordable option for all students across the state and out of state. I know that we graduate nearly 50% of our students on a yearly basis debt-free. We do have about 10,000 students on our campus as well. So, we feel like we're right at that sweet spot of, having the numbers to be able to offer many opportunities to the students, but not having so many where you feel like you're lost in a sea of students. So just Tennessee Tech is, again, like I said, a great option for just that right size and availability of those opportunities too. Our campus is located in Cookeville, Tennessee, right in between, halfway in between Nashville and Knoxville, Tennessee. So here are the list of colleges that we have at Tennessee Tech. There are 8 colleges that make up our university, and we have a number over 200 programs of study that go underneath each one of those colleges. So just a few that I'll speak about. I know that we are known for our College of Engineering, not only statewide, but nationwide and internationally. We have about 3,000 of our students are part of that College of Engineering, whether the discipline is chemical, mechanical, electrical, computer engineering, or any other. There are a couple others. Our newest one is our automotive engineering. So there are definitely options underneath that engineering program for all of our students. We also, one of the other programs that is widely known across the state as well as the Southeast is our Whitson Hester School of Nursing as well. This past year, we all of our students 100% passed the NCLEX on the first try. I know that over the last 3 years, we've been at that 96% clip. So just to give you an idea, average across the state is 88% is the average for the first try. So definitely we've done very well as far as preparing those students within that nursing program. It is very competitive to get into that program as well. So I would definitely, look for just making sure that you are well prepared when you go in with those expectations after that freshman year going to apply for that upper division piece. I think they allow in 165 students on a yearly basis, and I know that there's several hundred that do apply. So definitely it is super competitive as far as nursing within the state of Tennessee. One of the other programs I'll mention real quick, just because I'm a little partial to that, is our College of Education. I know one of the unique opportunities that we have as far as teachers across the state of Tennessee is we are partnered with 56 counties in the state. So if you want to do your student teaching back in your home county, that is an option for you. Definitely a couple things that come out of that. One, allows you to have that on-the-job interview back home where you plan to teach after you graduate. Another, possibly saving money for that senior year, being able to live back with mom and dad or grandma and grandpa or whoever that would be. So just to round that off, those are just several of the programs of study that we do offer here at Tennessee Tech. We are an NCAA Division I school, so all of our full-time students do have access to any of those athletics, anywhere from baseball to basketball to football, volleyball, any of those. Definitely we encourage you to go out and support Purple and Gold here at Tennessee Tech. Again, like I said, we are located in Cookeville, Tennessee. I know that we have 9 state parks that are within 45 minutes of our area here. So whether you like hiking, biking, kayaking, anything like that, that is just a short drive away from our campus. The one thing I do like about Tennessee Tech, it is a enclosed campus as far as, it's self-contained right in Cookeville. It's not sprawled out across the cityscape. So you are there on campus. You're not having to battle that traffic, foot traffic or other kind of traffic across our campus as well. So that is a great thing. Also, we do have over 100 restaurants right close to our campus, a lot of mom and pop restaurants that do Tech Pride partnerships with us, 10, 15, 20% discounts at those stores. And you just show them your Eagle card and they're more than happy to help out all of our students on campus. For admittance, we are a test optional school. 3.0 or better will get you admitted to Tennessee Tech. Where you would need that ACT coming in would be for our scholarships to help you get that tuition paid for as well. You can look at our tuition listed here. You're sitting at around that $10,300 mark, and that's for the full school year tuition wise. And then our room and board is about that same number. You are required to live on campus as a freshman, so you're looking at about the $21,000 mark is where you would be as far as room and board and your tuition. I would recommend that you get that FAFSA filled out. That's what opens up your Hope Scholarship, any kind of Pell Grants, things like that as well to help you get that tuition paid for. We do have over 650 departmental scholarships on top of that too. Those start at about a 24 on your ACT. And then moving forward, we have our High Flyers, which is our university scholarship that starts at a 27. That will get you about 3,000. A 29 is 4,000 and a 31 is the 5,000. To apply for Tennessee Tech, simply go to tntech.edu/apply. It is a $25 one-time application fee. Just get that submitted to us and then your transcripts and your ACT scores to us, and we'd be able to get you on your way. And then our scholarship deadline is December the 15th. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Our last, but certainly not our least presenter is the University of Memphis.
Here we go. All right. So my name is Sammy Morris. I work in the Office of Admissions with the University of Memphis, and I'm extremely excited to share about the university that I went to. So just some fast facts about the University of Memphis. For our fall 2020 enrollment, we were at 22,000 plus students. You might be thinking, Sammy, that's a lot of people. And you'd be correct. That is certainly a lot. But just know that this is everyone. This is the law school. This is the graduate school. This is our Lambeth campus in Jackson, Tennessee. As far as undergraduates, we have about 18,000. Like the city of Memphis, we're known for having a diverse student population. We're known for our different types of socioeconomic backgrounds, racial, religious backgrounds as well. So some ratios: 59% female, 41% male. The student faculty ratio is at 15:1. So we certainly have a lot of faculty here on campus. 16% of our students are from out of the state of Tennessee. So we're right next to Mississippi and Arkansas, but we get applications from all over the United States and even outside of the United States, with 79 countries represented. Just a little over half of our student population considers themselves in an underrepresented group, and just a little over 34% considers themselves first-generation college students. So if that fits your mold, just know that we have a lot of support groups here on campus. You're going to meet a lot of people that are like you and have a similar background, but you're also going to meet others that aren't like you. And that really expands your horizon, especially for being a college student. And I alluded to this a little bit earlier, but we're known as a multi-campus institution. So we have the Lambeth campus in Jackson, Tennessee. So briefly, it's about 80 miles east of Memphis in Jackson, and it's a nice little liberal arts type feel. So when people ask me, are you a big campus or a small campus? Well, we're a big campus, but we have that small campus type feel with the Lambeth campus. We have over 250 areas of where you can study. So Memphis is known for being a massive business hub and also a medical hub. When you're in a city with a 1.2 million metropolitan population, you're going to have a lot of different things that you can do just outside in the city of Memphis, which is absolutely awesome. So just some of the things, of course, with the medical and business side, we're known for different types of things within the medical industry, like nursing, health studies, biology even. And we also have the different types of business, like business management, supply chain management, marketing, accounting. So those are just some of the things that we're known for. But when you have over 250 areas of study, you can also go into engineering. We also have our School of Music, which we're in the process of getting a new music building here in the coming years. We just launched a commercial aviation program. So there's a lot of things that you can do at the University of Memphis. So hopefully there's something for you. So one of my favorite things about whenever I was a student was getting involved. And when you have over 355 student organizations, you certainly can find something there for you. So just a quick little overview. We have plenty of fraternity and sorority life here at the University of Memphis. We also have different religious groups that you can partake in. They have off-campus places where you can worship in. Plenty of multicultural organizations where they host a lot of different festivities and festivals throughout the duration of the year. And also community service. So plenty of opportunities within the city of Memphis, but also outside of the city of Memphis with alternative spring break, which looks good on a resume. I can talk about Tiger Athletics for 20 minutes, but just know that I'll just give the nice little overview. We just had a big win against UCF on ABC in football this past weekend. We competed at the Division I level. Within the American Athletic Conference. We have 19 sports clubs, and we've won different championships within them as well. We had the #1 ranked basketball recruiting class in 2019, and as of the 2021 class per 24/7 Sports, we have the #3 ranked recruiting class for basketball. But just know there's more than football and basketball. We've done well in women's soccer. We've done well in volleyball. We've had all those different sports. And my favorite thing that I miss as a student is that you can attend those games entirely free of charge. And also known for internships. So per US World News and Report, we're 7th in the nation for internship placement. Thanks to all the different types of partners within the city of Memphis. Also home to the largest honors college in the state of Tennessee. A lot of different perks, including priority registration. So if you're a morning or afternoon person, certainly nice. Intramural and club sports, where you get to compete with other University of Memphis students. We're in the process of expanding our rec center. So perhaps intramural and club sports could be expanded whenever you come to college. And also different types of study abroad opportunities as well. Now, we have a saying within our office and just some good general advice that you choose a college with 3 things: your head, your heart, and your pocket. So this slide is the pocket part. So this is a general breakdown of what a Tennessee resident would pay if they come to the University of Memphis. So we want to be as upfront as possible of how much this is going to pay. So this is a breakdown for just the fall term of 2020, so about $9,294, and looking at close to $40,000 for 4 years of college. Now, you might be overwhelmed with that. That's completely fine. Just know that we're trying to be as upfront as possible. So therefore, there's different types of scholarships that you can be a part of. So we have merit-based ones, which they are at the top. And we also have different types of HOPE scholarships if you are eligible for that. Have different types of departmental scholarships that you can also apply for starting November 1st. And of course, last but not least, the admissions process is done holistically based on your high school transcript, ACT scores, and collegiate transcripts. Like many other institutions, we are test flexible for 2021. So if you don't have an ACT score, certainly don't worry. And then, of course, just a little bit about our test flexible policy, which Just last but not least, if you are interested in merit-based scholarships, just keep in mind that we would need a score. And then here is our information. If you have any additional questions, I'd be more than happy to help out.
Thanks so much, Sammy. That concludes our 6 presenters, but we do have a few moments left. So if any of our participants, any of our students have questions for any of the 6 colleges, this would be a great time to pop those into the Q&A and ask away. While you're doing that, while you're thinking of something wonderful to ask, I would like to do a little round robin question for all of my panelists. So if you guys could turn your cameras and your mics back on. Just wondering if you have one great piece of advice for these students who have joined us today. Kayla, you want to start?
Yeah, I can start. So my best advice that I can give to students is to go and visit all of the colleges that you are interested in if they are allowing you to be on campus. After your visits, make a pros and cons list of every school. That way at the end, you can go back and you can reference what you liked about a college and what you didn't like.
Excellent. How about you, Tyler?
I would have to say, and I use this every chance I get, utilize your admissions counselor to help you through the process. Your admissions counselor is paid to help you find out what the best options are for you. And from somebody that's done it for a number of years, your admissions counselor is going to help you through the process to be admitted. They're going to help you through the financial aid process, dual enrollment, AP. They're going to do everything that you need. They're going to help your parents. They're going to help you understand the process of higher education so that you make the best decision for you. So don't forget to use your admissions counselor. They call you all the time. So if they call you, at least give them an answer every once in a while. They're going to text you, they're going to email you, and all they're doing is just trying to help. So anything that they're reaching out to you for, it's for the better of you.
You.
I realized I was muted. I'm so sorry. I would just piggyback off of the guys that have spoken. I would really just encourage you to go visit all of your colleges, go in person if you can, obviously, but if not, do a virtual tour, get in contact with your admissions counselor, ask the questions. We want to talk with you. We want to get to know you. So just definitely take advantage of the admissions office, take advantage of the virtual tours and going on campus when allowed, just so you can see what campus life is like, and you can get connected in the most beneficial way.
Go ahead, Mary. Sorry.
Mine is going to sound incredibly obvious, but I'm going to kind of segue off of what Tyler said. The biggest mistake I see lots of students make, or that causes them kind of grief throughout the college application process, is not checking their email. Yes, we will call you. Yes, we will text you some, but our main method of communication with you is going to be via email, and it's usually going to be to you and not your parents. And I know that high schoolers, email is not your preferred method of communication, but at least for the college application process, check your email all the time. Check your junk mail folder at least a couple times a week just to make sure that something didn't bounce there. So that's one of the pitfalls I see lots of students make, is when they act like they didn't know something, a deadline that needed to be met, or that they missed a step. It's usually due to the fact that they weren't checking their email. So that would be my best advice.
Frank, since you've got college age kids, you can go from either the dad side or the professional side.
Yeah, no, I would definitely, everybody's been spot on. I would agree with all those things. I think the biggest thing, make sure that you do those campus visits and get to sit down with, I know at Tennessee Tech, you actually get to sit down with the departments that you're looking to study in. Actually ask those professors those hard questions up front, just to make sure that their department and our program at Tennessee Tech, or whatever university you plan to go to, Belmont, Lee, wherever, just make sure they can get you to that end goal. We are a stepping stone. College is a stepping stone to that career. That's your ultimate goal. Just make sure wherever you are, they can actually get you to that goal. So ask those questions when you make those campus visits. That's the biggest thing, the piece of advice that I could tell you guys. That's what my kids did, and it worked out very well for them.
Awesome. Sammy, take us home here.
Yeah, so I certainly want to co-sign on what everyone said. I shared my advice in terms of choosing a college with your head, your heart, and your pocket. So certainly keep that in mind. But just outside of that, you're not only choosing a college, you're choosing a hometown. And so just make sure that when you go on those in-person visits to also check out the community, because there might be some excellent things just outside of campus, and really find a home in that way. And I guess the other thing is the pocket part is extremely important. There's a lot of different things to take into account. So be looking at the sticker price, we like to say, in terms of what college might cost. So make sure you have everything taken into account. Guess it kind of falls under the umbrella of choosing a college with your head, your heart, and your pocket.
Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for your presentations and your great information for these students. Just wanted to remind everyone that when we are done here in about 30 seconds, there will be a quick survey that pops up. If you could take a moment to answer those 4 questions, that will help us as we plan our future events. As I said before, there are no more sessions to sign up for unless you want to join us for the next 2 hours, but certainly recordings of all of our sessions will be available on the TACRO website. So take a look. If there's a college you missed, check out the recording. And best of luck to all of you with your college searches. And thank you, panelists, once again. Have a great afternoon.